Hey there! So today we're going to talk about a piece of science that is working all around you all the time, probably without you even noticing it. It's called Gay-Lussac Law, and I promise, by the end of this, you are going to see your world in a whole new way.
You know the drill, right? You wake up, it is absolutely freezing outside, you hop in the car, and bam! That little tire pressure light is staring you in the face. Is it a leak? Did you run over a nail? Well, here's the thing. Most of the time, it's actually just physics doing its thing.
So the answer to that whole tire puzzle and a bunch of other little mysteries comes down to this really basic relationship between the pressure and the temperature of a gas. This is the heart of it all, the pressure-temperature link.
And there it is, in all its official glory, Gay-Lussac's Law. Now the key phrase you gotta hear is directly proportional. It sounds fancy, but it just means they're a team. If you keep the amount of gas locked in the same size container and you turn up the heat, the pressure goes up too. Turn down the heat, the pressure goes down. They move together. Simple as that.
Okay, to really get a feel for this, let's picture it. Imagine the air inside your tire isn't just empty space. Instead, it's packed with billions and billions of microscopic billiard balls, all just zipping around like crazy, bouncing off each other and slamming into the walls of the tire.
So here's what's happening on that tiny scale. When you heat up a gas, you're basically giving those little billiard balls a shot of espresso. They get a ton of energy, they start moving way faster, and they crash into the walls of their container harder and more often. All those little impacts add up, and that's what we measure as pressure. And, the opposite is true too. Cool the gas down, the molecules get sluggish, kind of lazy, they hit the walls with less oomph, and the pressure just drops. It's a really clean, direct relationship.
And what's really cool about so many of these big ideas in physics is that this whole relationship can be summed up in a really clean, super useful little formula.
And here it is. P1 over T1 equals P2 over T2. Don't let the letters scare you. This simple little equation is the engine that makes the law work. It's kind of like a crystal ball for gases. It lets us predict exactly what's going to happen to a gas's pressure if we change its temperature.
So breaking it down is easy. P1 and T1, that's your starting point, your pressure and temperature right now. P2 and T2 are where you end up. The magic is, if you know any three of these, you can always figure out the fourth. Now, there is one little catch. For the math to work, the temperature has to be in Kelvin, which is the absolute temperature scale. But the idea behind it is exactly the same.
Okay, enough with the theory. How does this formula and this law actually show up in things you see and use every single day? This is where it gets really interesting.
And we are right back to our car. On a hot summer day, those air molecules in your tire are buzzing with energy, creating high pressure. But on that first really cold morning, the molecules slow way down, the pressure drops, and it's just enough to trip that little sensor on your dashboard. It is a perfect real-world example of this law in action.
You've seen this on pretty much every can of hairspray, cooking spray, or compressed air, right? Well, that's not just a friendly suggestion. It is a direct warning because of Gay-Lussac's Law. If you heat that can up, the pressure inside could build and build to a really dangerous level until, bang, it could actually rupture. So it's a super practical safety warning. But it's not all about warnings and flat tires. We actually use this law to our advantage. A pressure cooker is a great example. It works by trapping steam inside. As the temperature goes up, the pressure builds like crazy. And in that high-pressure environment, water can get much hotter than its normal boiling point, which means your food cooks way, way faster. All right, so we've seen it in our cars, in our kitchens, on safety labels. What's the one big idea you should really walk away with? Let's boil it all down.
Okay, here it is. Number 1, pressure and temperature are linked at the hip. Number 2, when one goes up, the other goes up, as long as that volume doesn't change. And number 3, and this is the most important part, this is not just some boring concept from a textbook. It's a real rule of the universe that explains everything from why your tires look flat to how you cook your dinner. So, I'll leave you with a question. Now that you know the rule, start looking around. The next time you see a hot air balloon taking off, or you open a can of soda, or maybe you notice a basketball feels a little flat in the cold, think about those molecules. Where else is this powerful law hiding in plain sight? Thanks for tuning in.